it's Lindsay and yes, today is my birthday. I'm so excited. So today we are doing the best homemade funfetti cake. Okay, so last year we did a classic with my homemade yellow cake with chocolate frosting. And the year before that, we did my favorite double chocolate layer cake. So this year we're doing another one of my faves, homemade funfetti cake from scratch. It's just not everything you want in a birthday cake. It's super festive. It's like what you think of when you think of birthdays, at least I do. And of course I had to make the frosting pink because it's my birthday, so would you expect anything else? And if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and tap that subscribe button to be the first to see my all new videos. It's my birthday, so pretty please subscribe and spread the word. These soft, buttery cake layers are bursting with bright rainbow sprinkles, all covered in sweet, fluffy buttercream, and of course, more sprinkles. So we start with the cake layers, and as always, I'll leave the full written recipe for you guys down below, or you can get it at lindsayandbakes.com. Okay, so first you're just gonna grease 3 6-inch cake pans, and here's my first trick. I wrap the cake pans in bake even strips. You just get them wet and wrap them around the cake, and this creates that perfectly level, flat cake for making layers cakes with. That way you don't have to trim off the top of the cake when it domes up and have all that waste. They just bake up perfectly flat and even every time, and it keeps the edges of the cake nice and soft and keeps them light in color so you don't have like a dark brown crust around the cake. Okay, next we're gonna work on the batter, and my next trick for getting the cake extra light and soft and fluffy is using cake flour instead of all-purpose flour. So in a bowl, just go ahead and mix your cake flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt on low speed for about 20 seconds. Then go ahead and add your softened butter and oil and just mix this in for about a minute to coat the flour until the mixture kind of looks like wet sand. And I like to use a combo of butter for flavor and oil to keep it extra moist. Next, for the wet ingredients, you're just gonna go ahead and mix together an egg, some vanilla extract, my secret ingredient, almond extract, and sour cream. Something about the almond extract and the clear imitation vanilla just does something like magical in the oven and tastes like, you know, just like a sweet party cake from when you were a kid. And just slowly pour in the wet mixture and beat on medium speed for about 1 to 2 minutes until it's nice and smooth. And next comes my next trick for getting this cake ultra airy and light and fluffy. We're gonna use some extra egg whites. So with clean, grease-free beaters, just go ahead and beat the egg whites until they're thick and foamy and nice soft peak forms. This is gonna take about 3 minutes. Then we're slowly gonna fold the whipped egg whites right into the batter. And last, the best part, the sprinkles. So just go ahead and add your Jimmy rainbow sprinkles right in there, and make sure you're using rainbow jimmies and not the little ball nonpareils, because those are gonna bleed into the batter. Then just go ahead and distribute the batter between the prepared cake pans. Just make sure you have the same amount of batter in each pan so each layer is the same size. Now we're just gonna pop these in a preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 40 to 45 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. And if you're not using 3 6-inch pans like I am, I'll leave all the different baking times for you guys depending on what size pan you're using. All right, well, the cakes are in the oven. We're gonna get started on the pink party frosting. I'm just doing a vanilla buttercream frosting, classic, easy. It goes perfect with funfetti cake. So we're just gonna beat our softened butter on medium-high speed until it's nice and smooth and creamy and pale in color for about 2 to 4 minutes. Then we're gonna beat in some vanilla and a little salt for flavor. And next, we add our powdered sugar 1 cup at a time, starting on low speed and increasing to medium until it's fully incorporated. Then in goes our heavy cream 1 tablespoon at a time. Then go ahead and add a few drops of pink food coloring or whatever color food coloring you want until it's nice and combined. Then I'm gonna go ahead and set aside about a cup of the frosting in a piping bag fitted with a star tip so we can add those pretty swirls on top of the cake later. All right, our cake should be almost done, so I'm gonna go get it out of the oven, let it start cooling, and then we'll put it all together. Oh my gosh, you guys, how perfect did these turn out? I told you, use the bake even strips around the cake pans and they will come out perfectly flat and level on top. No shaving off the top of the cakes at all. So just go ahead and place one of the layers on a turntable. And this is my next trick for getting that perfectly smooth finish on your cake. A turntable just makes it so much easier than trying to like maneuver a plate on the countertop. Then we're just gonna spread a layer of the frosting on top and smooth it off with an offset spatula or a knife. Then on goes the second layer, and another layer of filling in between. And then we're gonna position the third layer flat side up on top so we get that nice flat top. And we're gonna take about a cup of the frosting and just plop it right on top of the cake, and just make sure you smooth it all the way around. It's gonna be a super thin layer just to trap those crumbs in. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It shouldn't be perfect. It's called a crumb coat. It's just meant to trap the crumbs in there, so then when we put the final layer of frosting on, it's nice and perfect and smooth without any crumbs. So now that we have our crumb coat on our cake, I'm just gonna pop it in the freezer for about 15 minutes to let the frosting set and harden so it's no longer sticky to the touch. You can also pop it in the fridge for 30 minutes to an hour too if you don't have room in the freezer. Alrighty, so our cake is nice and chilled, so now we're gonna add the final layer of frosting and finish it off. So go ahead and pile the frosting right on top of the cake in a big mound and start smoothing it out across the top of the cake, and go ahead and push it down to the sides of the cake. And just use your offset spatula to smooth it all the way around until the entire cake is coated in frosting. Okay, so now that all the frosting is pretty much in place, the cake's pretty smooth, it's looking good, we're gonna go in with my next trick, a bench scraper or a cake scraper. They're so cheap, I got it online, I'll leave the link. This is just a thin piece of plastic, and it just is magic. Like, this is gonna create the most professional looking cake in like just a few quick swooshes across. So just hold the cake scraper at a 90-degree angle perpendicular to the cake, and start at one edge and just turn the turntable as you move the scraper towards your body. I'm a perfectionist, so I could go around and around and around just forever, but it doesn't have to be completely perfect because we're gonna be covering up the bottom with some sprinkles, and we're just gonna decorate it, so don't worry about it too much. Just go ahead and do it until you're nice and satisfied with the smoothness of your cake. And then for the top of the cake, you'll see there's a little bit of a crown, so just go in with an airplane swoosh from out to in, and just swoosh in until you have that perfect edge around the top of the cake. And if you guys want more tips and tricks on how to create a perfectly smooth frosted cake, I have a whole nother video with all the details on how to get it perfect every time and all my little secrets and tricks and techniques. So I'll leave a link to that video if you guys want to check it out. Now we're just going to transfer the cake to a serving dish. This part's kind of scary. Just use as many tools as you can. This is a cake lifter. You can just use 2 spatulas, whatever you've got, and just transfer it to your serving plate. And then we add the finishing touches, all the sprinkles. I used a combo of all different kinds of sprinkles. So while the icing is still tacky, you're just gonna go ahead and press the sprinkles all around the bottom of the cake. And you can go as far up the cake as you want. I went in one by one with each sprinkle and just kind of stuck it right on with my finger to give it like a really cool, fun design. Then for the top of the cake, just take that frosting we set aside earlier and pipe on 8 little swirls right on top around the edge of the cake. And then on go more sprinkles, and finish it off with a birthday candle or whatever you like. There it is, my birthday cake in all its glory. If you were gonna make me a cake, would this not be like the cake that you would make me? Like pastel sprinkles, the pretty pink, the hot pink candles, the layers of just funfettiness. This is just like, I can't stop smiling. It's so cute. This was made for me, and I'm gonna eat the whole entire thing. Well, I'll give you guys a slice, but the rest, all mine. All right, the best part, let's slice into it. And if you guys give this a try, be sure to tag me in a picture on social media at Lindsay and Bakes, or share this video with somebody who you know would totally love this funfetti cake. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how tall and beautiful each layer of this cake is. I love the speckles and the bright festive sprinkles and the pink frosting. This is just like my dream come true cake. And I also did a video on how to cut a round cake to get more slices out of the cake. It's kind of like a wedding style slice, but it's perfect for parties or getting the most out of a smaller cake. So go check out that video too. I'll leave you guys a link in the description. All right, I can't wait to give it a try. All right, 1 year older, happy birthday to me. Thank you guys all for coming along this journey with me and making all of my wishes and dreams possible. I literally couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you. Oh my God, you guys. It tastes like the box mix version you grew up on, but like a zillion times better. It's just like moist and fluffy, and it's sweet, and the frosting is so creamy and dreamy, and it's just like the best combination of everything you could ever want in a birthday cake. I'm so happy. So there you have the best ever homemade funfetti layer cake from scratch. Thank you guys so much for watching and leaving me comments. You're the best. I love you so much. Mwah, mwah. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel for tons more videos that I know you're gonna love. And I'll see you right here next time. I'm gonna go dig into the rest of this. Bye, guys.
Guys, it's my birthday! So this week's YouTube video, of course, we're doing funfetti. Yeah! I mean, I had to, right? Birthday rules. And it's all for me, obviously.